Welcome everybody to Wrestler's Pit, and we got some headlines for you today. 205 Live is dead. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Nick. With me is B. And no one cares about 205 Live, so I just wanted to get that out of the way real quick. Yeah, no, I actually haven't watched it in probably like 2 months, even though it's supposedly like really good. But no one cares because it's 205 Live. Let's talk about some Monday Night Raw.
Slow it down.
Let's talk about some Monday Night Raw, man.
Be natural.
Hey. I'm just saying. I just want to get 205 Live out of the way because, you know, those little guys are pretty quick.
Natural conversation.
But Stone Cold kicked off Raw.
Well, yeah, got to get the pop. It's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, dude.
You got to mention that first,
the
Nick.
most famous arena in the
Madison
world.
Square Garden here.
How many times did they say that, do you think? Most famous arena in the world.
When was the last time they were there?
Like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Especially if like a Raw or Smackdown tape. I think it might have been longer.
It's kind of a big deal for them.
I guess so.
But
if it's the most famous arena in the world, why wouldn't they continuously go there?
Because of because of the contracts, because of the,
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I don't know. You kicked it off with Stone Cold, and he's doing a contract signing for Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman, because who else can moderate a contract signing besides Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like that makes perfect sense. And Braun came out thinking that Stone Cold was gonna screw him over. And I was kind of happy about that. I was like, because a couple weeks ago or a month ago or whatever, you had Stone Cold on Skype and he's all like, Seth Rollins is the guy. Seth Rollins is the best, blah, blah, blah. And, I mean, it was interesting. How'd you feel about the contract signing overall?
I thought Bray was coming out, so
yeah,
that's what it meant to me when I saw Stone Cold. But AJ ended up coming down, breaking that up, right?
With the whole OC.
So, but it meant nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I expect him to be gone or something to happen
more
so, but it's, I don't know. You see them, they're pushing Stone Cold here on us now. I don't know if I wouldn't mind seeing him often. You know, they're bringing him back in that way. You know, but he's on USA. That's really what it's making sense of. I feel like it's a USA job.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's just like trying to get the ratings up. So that's what USA is doing. Gets you watching. Stone Cold.
People are.
He might not get a second season of his show, by the way.
I'm not watching it.
I'm not either. So. I watched the Baker Mayfield one, and I want to watch the Becky Lynch one, but I don't know. It hasn't caught my attention. But apparently he loves doing it, and he wants to get picked up for a second season, but there's no word yet from USA.
Someone silly would probably pick it up.
Oh, USA will probably pick it up. I mean, it runs at like 11 o'clock at night. No one actually...
Stupid shows. There's other stupider shows on there.
It gets just the overlap from like Raw or SmackDown or whatever night. I think it's Raw that it's on, but... Yeah, I mean, the contract signing, it was just so weird. Like when Stone Cold just started pulling the table out of the way when the OC came down. And AJ Styles was on point, dude. He was trashing Stone Cold. Like, not like actually cutting like a good promo, but just like the way he was talking to him. Stone Cold, like, freaking like, hey, put a little bass in your voice. And then he's just like, why don't you shut up, Steve? And it's just like, that's just like, the stupid, like, funny stuff that, like, the club and, like, the OC or whatever, that they always do. That's like, that shouldn't be funny. But it's kind of funny because it's not supposed to be funny.
You have two guys kind of verbal jabbing each other, you know what I mean? Playing with each other on the mics.
Yeah.
In the crowd, you know what I mean? That's what they live to do that shit, so.
Yeah. I thought it was really cool. And right after that, we got a pretty awesome 4 horsewomen tag match, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, you know...
Another snoozer.
I thought that was the best match.
No, they put on a match, but it makes
since probably Mania.
Well, they're all together. Madison Square Garden, you know they got to.
Yeah, and there was a couple of iffy spots.
Well, be prepared. Be prepared for this Sunday. Botchamania this Sunday. I'll get on my bot.
It's totally going to be. It's kind of sad.
But maybe not. But I had a talk today with someone. I'm like, guys. But
hey, I feel like Charlotte and Bayley won't have any botches probably.
No, that'd be a good match. Charlotte Flair is the best in the game.
Except for that moonsault. The moonsault that she hit this week was so bad.
No, but that's usually, dude, that's hard to do. And she usually kills it on those aerial moonsaults.
Almost always kills it.
Don't hate on her.
But she just over-rotated. She looked like she was trying to land on her feet.
Can you do one?
Hey, put me on a top rope.
Don't criticize a moonsault until you can do one.
Put me on the top rope, I'll try it. But, I mean, it just looked like she over-rotated. I mean,
I doubt she
it's
meant
no
it.
Kurt Angle
I
insult.
doubt she meant it. It's a hard thing to do.
Like the match got like 18 minutes, and it was solid.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
it
you're
went
getting more
on for a
wrestling
while,
out
like
of these
2 breaks,
out of these shows.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting much more wrestling.
especially on Raw.
Meaningful.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like the show's pretty much like
You're getting wrestling, and then SmackDown, you're getting a little drama.
Mm-hmm.
TV drama.
Yeah, you got
as
the
you
whole
see how it
Kevin
ended.
Owens and Shane. You got the whole Roman
Even all
and
the whole
Reigns.
thing, the Roman Reigns, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of interesting, kind of weird. But another interesting thing that happened this week that was, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed at least, was the Rey Mysterio versus Grand Metalik match.
No, that was a match that I was even excited for because it's a little out of nowhere too.
Yeah.
And that was good seeing them both go back to bed. I actually watched that match full through.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, but you know what I mean. Like, there was no taking an eye off.
Yeah,
because what these
undivided
guys
attention.
are gonna, you know what I mean. What these guys are doing,
Yeah,
forget about it.
Metalik, a lot of people don't realize that Grand Metalik is literally like the king of the ropes. Like, he is an amazing wrestler, and you kind of get lost in that because of the whole Lucha House Party thing. But like all three
That's
of the
what I was
guys,
like, oh man,
in
I
that
forget
group,
he's in that. I wish don't
amazing.
go back, don't go back.
But I don't know. It's kind of like, it's a funny, strange thing that like, especially Ray's not wrestling Andrade for once. That's weird. But and he's getting to like wrestle like these other luchadors and really show off like that style and show like how like amazing and how cool that style is, because that's one of my favorite styles of wrestling. And like, I don't know, it's just awesome. Like, just seeing them like fly around each other and stuff like that. It's totally different than what we normally get on Monday Night Raw. And hey, Rey Mysterio won in the end, and I guess that's technically the right thing to do because the whole storyline.
Yeah, no, he wasn't taking the L there.
Son, so
yeah,
I mean, it made total sense to me at least.
yeah.
But then we had the King of the Ring semifinals match. Everyone played their part, dude.
Just like how we said previous episode here. We said it.
Yeah, Baron Corbin defeating Ricochet and Samoa Joe.
By doing nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Perfect W. That's why he should be the king. But I would like to see, we all know Gable. So we all saw that Gable won. So
stop calling him Gable, please.
No, Shorty Gab. And Gable versus Baron, I think, it wouldn't be bad seeing him kind of unpredictable win, but they want you to boo the hell out of Baron Monday night. You're going to get the heat.
Yeah,
so
it's too bad that it's on Monday night, too. It was supposed to be at Clash of Champions.
I was actually excited. I'm a old school King of the Ring dork, man. Like, I love it. But not anymore.
I hope it's the main event. It has to be the main event.
Monday
Otherwise,
night?
it's not worth anything.
Yeah, if
it's
you
not
give
the main
me,
event.
you give it to me that 10 o'clock hour, no thanks. You'll give me Street Profits at 9. 10, you'll get a Seth Rollins Braun go down. 10:40, give me this final match.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Angelo Dawkins shooting his shot at Sasha Banks, though. Girl, blue is your color.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Dawkins, she's married, bro. But, whatever. Shooting his shot.
I don't see a ring out there.
They're obviously hilarious. As always, Street Profits.
No, Street Profits kill it.
Awesome.
I thought they were going to... I misinterpreted it because of what my mind wanted it to be. Was that 10-man tag team match. I was like, 10-man tag team tournament. What? No, he didn't say that, Brendan. Like, they're not in it.
Yeah.
But not yet. They will.
They will. Eventually, they're gonna.
After this
even
tag
if they go
team
back
match.
to NXT.
Nah, hopefully Rude and Robo, my boy Rudolph.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully Rudolph gets the titles. Street Profits, I don't know, open challenge or something. They say they're the best tag team. Street Profits come out, bam, they win Monday night. Holler at your boys. They just talk backstage. Then, you know what I mean? They not like they don't defend the titles, but
it kind of gives them a new.
They get the
light
mic,
to shine
blah blah blah.
how good they are, and
but you got the Raiders looking nice. I know we don't plan on talking to them, but they look nice.
Babyface.
They looked nice last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like the whole 10-man tag thing was you had the Raiders, you had Cedric, and then you had Braun and Seth Rollins versus Rudolph and the OC. And I mean, so the finish was good. It set up Cedric as like, hey, he actually deserves a match with AJ Styles because he's the guy who got the pinfall in the end.
And here we go, right?
But the only issue I had with that entire match was right after that bell rang. Because once that bell rang, the glass breaks, here comes Stone Cold. You didn't get any of like Cedric's music. You didn't get like I love a good beer bash.
Away.
But it kind of like, oh yeah, they won the match. Time for some beer. Stone Cold time.
Yeah.
Everybody pop.
Well, you gotta
Madison
get
Square Garden.
There was a time. What was the time? Did you? No, you weren't watching it live. Probably check that clock.
Mm-hmm. Like probably
it had to be done that way.
10:55, 10:57.
You had to get it in. So,
but yeah, I mean, it just felt kind of strange. But the match, it was awesome overall. You had obviously like the tension building between Braun and Seth, and I mean, it's set up for Clash of Champions really well, except for the Viking Raiders. They were just randomly in there for some reason, but
a little random,
just a little strange. Like they're not even like
they need
going up
because they got to be something. They have to. We got to. They can't be buried away and lost and forgotten here.
I wouldn't mind if they went back to NXT. NXT kind of needs some more tag teams.
Yeah, we're gonna see what Wednesday. What's really gonna open up here? 2 hours of NXT?
Not this Wednesday. I think it starts next Wednesday. I could be wrong.
On USA?
Oh yeah, I guess it is next Wednesday that we're technically talking because NXT was on last night. Never mind. But yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. You have the first hour on USA and the second hour on the network. Mm-hmm. Which I think they're doing for the first 2 weeks because Suits is still on and that's their 9:00 show on Wednesday nights. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I like that. And how do you feel about 11:19? What do you think it's gonna like? Do you think that's the Undertaker thing or?
I like what you came up with. You coming across.
Oh, the Bible verse or whatever.
I have it being a verse because, Austin didn't come at 3:16. Mm-hmm. That's just his verse. So Abby said my clock was been stuck
at 3:16
since Austin arrived. So Austin arrived and it's always been 3:16 time. Mm-hmm. But now it's 11:19. And 11:19 reads,
I will give them an undivided heart and put a new spirit in them. I will remove from them their heart of stone and give them a heart of flesh. Ezekiel 11:19.
So to me, that's telling he's taken, first of all, the stone. Mm-hmm. He's removing I guess we're ending.
The heart of stone, getting rid of the undivided heart, making them whole. Like he's trying to
it's his
as
time
like that
now.
Cult leader, as like the whole leader that he's always been. He's kind of taking away hey, I'm gonna take away I'm gonna take that broken heart, that heart that you're not sure what you're doing, where you're going with your life, whatever. And I'm gonna give you purpose. I'm gonna bring you together, and I'm gonna give you something that'll really make you whole as a person. I feel like that's what that thing's saying and how it makes sense with the whole Bray Wyatt thing. Oh,
no. To me, it's just meaning that you've had this attitude and this hero your whole life.
Stone Cold?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And now he's removing the heart of stone and he's giving it the heart of flesh. His character.
Oh, yeah, the mask is the...
He's a flesh. He's a creep, he's a fiend. He's removing your flesh, he's he's a monster. He's taking you over now.
Okay, so maybe I went a little bit more in depth than that than I really had to.
He's taking you.
I like that idea.
He's consuming you. Mm-hmm. He will give you the undivided heart. You're gonna love him. You love him more than anyone.
Yeah,
you don't love no one. My darling. That's an Eminem song. No one's gonna. You gotta listen to it. But it's about. It's your.
I'm sure I've heard it.
It's your. You would remember it if I just said it. And that's.
Oh yeah, I only heard 2 words, but.
My darling.
Ever gonna love you? Isn't it's something with a closet, right? Monster in your closet or something like that at the end of that verse or something. I don't know.
No, but
we're getting off topic talking about Eminem right now. But okay, maybe I do have to listen to that song. But yeah, I mean.
But no, it's about your alter ego. You know what I mean? So, but camera's probably off on us.
Nah, we're still going. But
good.
Yeah, I mean, pretty solid show though overall for Monday Night Raw.
No, yeah, I really like that the Firefly Funhouse. Of course, that kind of giving it to me at the end or waiting that long caps it for me too. So, but yeah, I like it because it put a nice cherry on top.
Yeah.
What a nice little question mark to figure out. But yeah, what am I gonna give it? Go home show. Not bad for a go home show.
Yeah,
right?
usually they're pretty bad. So
some good wrestling going on here. Stone Cold Give it a 7-9. You got a 7-9 for me.
7-9. All right, I'll give it a solid 8, just straight up 8, just because of the beer at the end. I might trash like how like they kind of like overshadowed all the wrestlers in that match, but it's still a beer bash. It's still Stone Cold.
But
and Seth Rollins chugging beers is kind of funny.
Well,
because he looks like Aaron Rodgers.
I guess 7s could even be high thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Because what would I give a pay-per-view? Because some pay-per-views aren't even 7, so there's no way it was like a 7. But like I'm okay, like I'm content with it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that. Yeah, it's not like nothing great happened, but it's content. So maybe we shouldn't. Our scale, we're gonna fix that scale number system.
Yep.
We didn't give you because no one rates this shit the right way.
Yeah.
And stars, I look at there's 1 million stars up night. So if you're only giving me 4 of them, shit. But
yeah, I hear that.
I don't know, but I liked it. You know what I mean?
It was good.
I wasn't nothing to pick on. Nothing to pick on.
Especially
Sasha Banks, nothing to pick on.
Except for Sasha Banks, especially the Sandman thing. Did you see Seth Rollins do that? He was smashing the beer can off his forehead.
You know me.
Oh, that was just a little something that I was just like, huh.
I missed it.
Like, I wouldn't expect Seth Rollins to do that, smashing a can off his forehead.
And
then right after he checks to see if he's bleeding.
Yeah,
because he's like,
maybe that was stupid.
If I'm bleeding, Vince is going to kill me. But, yeah, I feel like that was pretty solid. And the show was solid overall. Good wrestling. And, yeah, let's talk about some SmackDown. So, SmackDown kicked off kind of like Monday Night Raw. You had a legend.
I should have lined up out of the shot.
I guess.
And you said exactly what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the lights.
Hit the lights.
That's how it started. Taker came out, Madison Square Garden. You had it there.
And he cut a classic Taker promo.
Classic Taker.
He said a lot of words, but no one understood what the heck they meant.
It's all subliminals about this yard and this house. And I'll tell you what.
We got some great young wrestlers now. And blah, blah, blah. And then Sami Zayn came out.
You know what? I laughed right away. Like, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Because especially everything Sammy's been lately. Like, yes. And he was funny. He was funny, man. I can't really recall giving him the skating situation. But he was funny, man. He's like, said something about it. Hey, well, it should have been me. Like, it's me. Like, I'm the best.
Yeah.
That was...
It was pretty solid. And, I mean, of course, Taker did exactly what Taker has to do. He gives him a chokeslam.
Well, Sammy told him to get out of the ring. Sammy told him to get out of the ring.
Not in his
this
yard.
Man turned around, but then he was like, yeah, I gotta.
Mm-hmm. That was something that
was good. I enjoyed that,
Taker.
But
you don't expect him to like, oh, I'm gonna get out of the ring.
You know he's coming back. But
you just expect him to just beat him up, like, right off the bat. You don't expect him to, like, kind of, like, play it out, like, type thing.
Nah, I expected that happening.
That was cool. I thought that was pretty awesome. And, of course, we got some Mandy Rose versus Nikki Cross because Mandy Rose is bullying Nikki Cross because she's ugly, apparently.
Yeah, they really they're trying to get the sexy back, and they just need that sexy edge character, and we only have one of them, and we're using her.
Yep, and
it's Blondie.
Mandy Rose, the Golden Goddess. And I mean, it's kind of funny too because Alexa Bliss is Nikki Cross's teammate. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous herself, so it's kind of funny her like being like, and she's always been the heel. And if you remember her like Nia Jax storyline, she was the bully. Mm-hmm. She was like the one like, oh Nia, you're so big, whatever, blah blah blah. And it's just kind of funny because now she's like totally like, now she's the babyface. Now she's like, hey, bullying's bad, and it's kind of. Doesn't really fit, but it's a good storyline, I feel like. And it's something that will really give, like, Mandy Rose, like, that next step up, I feel. Unless they just totally destroy them at Clash of Champions, then everything I just said doesn't matter.
I don't know if Mandy is getting some time lately, you know? But let's see. I would like to see Sonya and Mandy get the titles. I'd
like to see Sonya and Mandy get back to that storyline that they canceled after 1 week. You guys know what I'm talking about. But
well, no, I would force Mandy to fight Sonya because you don't want her going. I don't know. I don't think they want their. But whatever. I want to stay away from that stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't think they'll have her going gay. You know.
Yeah. That's you never know.
Hottie.
It's Vince McMahon, but you never know. It might not happen. It probably won't happen.
Not now.
But it's nice to think about.
It's Bischoff and
Heyman. It's Bischoff. Exactly why it will happen eventually. But. Yeah, and then we had a Roman Reigns and Eric Rowan brawl. Rowan threw a fan. A plant, but a fan. Did you see the brawl like fully through? Like just like all like the
No.
So surprisingly enough, Rowan actually ended up on top. Like he actually like he's going into Clash of Champions for like the one up on Roman.
Yeah.
Which just means Roman's probably gonna win.
I don't know. I hope he doesn't.
But maybe Daniel Bryan screws Roman.
Yeah.
It's all part of his plan.
But no, I don't know. Rowan seemed he's the mastermind, so that was the main thing getting across that he doesn't need nobody.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not just the muscle. He's the brains too.
He's the smart one. So that's one. But I like getting these big monsters over if it can be done right. He might be the guy that can be done right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because Roman's the one. Now we look at Roman as the guy kind of John Cena and people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, kind of getting them over.
Yeah, and that makes sense, and it's a great role I think for him.
Yeah,
because now people love Roman.
Yeah, and Roman said himself he doesn't think he's going to be doing this for a lot longer. He said he's got like 3 to 5 years left.
Doesn't need to.
So,
everyone,
go John Hollywood.
No one's gonna hate him again. You know what I mean? You already lost your heat.
Yeah, and I mean, if you turn him heel, it'll totally work because everybody will just immediately remember, like, oh yeah.
How?
But they'll probably just cheer him even harder if they turned him heel. So you never like. Right now, Roman Reigns is a babyface, and he's going to get cheered no matter what his character is. Mm-hmm. And it kind of fits perfect because now you're kind of building up a guy like Rowan who will get booed, especially going up against Roman, which is exactly what they've wanted for the last like 10 years and have been, or not even 10 years, I guess it's like 7 years or 6 years, but they've been unable to do. And then we got another brawl.
Yeah, brawl. This
just
brawl in the garden, baby.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of felt like Nitro. Got a little bit of like that like hectic feel to it, stuff like that.
Well, good old wrestling though, getting the crowd involved.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in the crowd. That was
bringing
cool.
the fights in the crowd. You know, giving it that edge. It's getting everyone involved. You know,
and of course it was Orton and Kofi.
Makes for good TV.
And Kofi redid his spot.
Yeah.
The diving boom drop off like the staging area or whatever. The only problem was, or Randy puts him on the table. And Randy grabs a chair, and he's gonna go hit him with a chair. Kofi like does like a little like up kick and tries to like kick him in the face, and the table breaks underneath him. And it's like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. So now the table's broken. So he like kind of like pulls that table out of the way, grabs another table from off of the screen, climbs up the stairs, jumps on Randy, and it's like, okay, a little messy. Kind of wish that table didn't break, but. I mean, overall, it was pretty cool. It was a good spot. Kind of giving you like that, hey, that happened 10 years ago type thing. But, I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about the hype for this match going into Clash? Like,
it's still going, man. I thought this feud can end. Whatever, though. We can go in. I mean, it's good now, but still, I don't need to keep seeing this. Or I mean, can take that off.
Hopefully
or
it just ends at Clash.
Big E can just... Take it off him.
Or anyone, even if it's not Big E, even though Big E would be the absolute
turn the heel,
best choice.
Big E turn heel, hashtag.
I mean, he's the tag team champion right now. Shit. But hey, who cares? Xavier can defend those titles with Kofi.
So isn't Kofi Kingston?
Technically, yeah. Technically, we have 2 double champions. I just realized that.
I feel like
Seth and Kofi. They're both technically double champs.
That's what I'm saying, ain't that? Like, there's other guys that can use some titles.
Yeah, but I feel like for like a quick 1 month storyline, it's not the worst thing to do. Just to kind of change it up a bit.
Kofi's been going on forever. How long has Kofi been?
Oh no, I mean like the double champion thing, not him as world champion. Him as world champion is definitely long over. Like he won that title back in April. We're midway through September right now.
That's not bad.
What is it, 5 months?
Who's he gonna drop it to?
Samoa Joe.
Randy.
A guy who they keep on putting in the upper mid card, but they have him keep on losing.
We
but
get the
we
draft
all still
soon.
believe.
Keep it. Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like
think about it.
I feel like
keep the belt on Kofi
until you actually get a real challenger.
Over.
Like Brock Lesnar, when he moves to SmackDown, after the draft.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
But
I see that.
we had the main event next. And the main event was...
So let's go this, because I didn't even know. First of all, Elias
is injured.
is injured, bro. And they take a lot, my boy Elias, so they tell you right before SmackDown, so all right.
Mm-hmm.
You know some schwackness is coming.
Yep. Got to find a new opponent for Gable.
It's Shane. So here's the thing, though. I didn't even know this, even after watching this.
Mm-hmm.
The match was not taking place this Sunday, you know?
Oh, yeah,
but
finals.
we already hit that, yeah. So you had Shane versus Gable with Kevin Owens, a special guest referee, and his fine will be levied. $1,000 fine.
$100,000.
$100,000.
Which to
Couple
him
hoes.
is like 2 appearances.
So
Just saying.
there you go.
I mean...
He had some trouble making that, between good and evil, making that decision.
Mm-hmm.
He got, so Gable got the first count.
Yeah.
First fall was to him, and then next thing you know,
Shane
hit him.
Shane just rose out of the ring and he goes, hey, 2 out of 3 falls match. That's what we're doing.
This isn't ending like this, and I knew it. It was it was like 9:44, 9:50. I'm like, no way.
Yeah. And it's like, this something else got to happen right now. Something. Anything. Just... And that's exactly what they did. I almost feel like Kevin Owens wasn't supposed to do that fast count. They almost feel like that wasn't supposed to.
That's
well,
exactly
it doesn't
what's
quite
supposed
make
to happen.
sense. It's like, he's like, oh, I don't want to pay that fine, so I'm going to call this match down the middle. 30 seconds in. Fast count, 1, 2, 3. Gable wins. And then immediately once the match gets restarted, he's like,
that's part of the story.
oh, I'm not going to count for Gable. I don't want to pay that fine.
he told him you're fired if he mailed it off to him. Like
oh, did
Shane,
he? I didn't see that.
Well, no, because that's what they don't. That's wrestling, man. They tell the story. The wrestlers, the fans didn't see it either because they're watching. You know what I mean? We're at home. The mics. You gotta watch the characters and they bicker, and you have to assume that's what he told them, and that's why he struggles with making the decision after he already did, because his job's on the line.
Oh,
and that's why he gets fired at the end when he does finally cross Shane. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't his first, you know what I mean?
Even though he doesn't technically cross him.
No,
Shane tapped out.
No, yeah.
Shane screwed Shane.
Shane tapped out. But I didn't even see him call for the bell, actually.
He didn't call for the bell. Shane tapped out and
the bell rang.
Bell just rings. Which makes kind of sense, but also, the referee has to call for the bell. That's like any other wrestling match. The referee's knocked down. A guy taps in the ring, or girl, whatever.
Yeah.
And the bell person, whatever the heck you want to call them, they never ring the bell unless the referee calls for it. So it's kind of like
that's interesting.
But
a line people forgot over, I think.
But hey,
no talk about that.
Kevin Owens doesn't have a job.
No, so he took to Twitter. What you see all these athletes doing now, but these wrestlers. Another one. Back-to-back nights, you get these cryptos.
Yeah, the cryptic numbers.
And we get 14-24-20. Now, I don't know about you, but I lost my locker for the gym. So if that's your password, let me know.
Yikes.
I need a new lock.
Yeah.
So I can use it. Or is that what Kevin Owens? Maybe that's Kevin Owens' password for his gym lock.
You think he goes to the gym? No offense, Kevin.
Maybe it's for his food lock. I don't know.
But
what do you think it was?
I saw a really good fan theory. I'm not sure where I saw it from. I feel like it was a top comment on Instagram though. But 14 is N is the 14th number of the alphabet. X is the 24th number of the alphabet, and T is the 20th letter of the alphabet.
Or he's just giving a nice route.
NXT.
Shout out to NXT's last show on the next night, which is last night on the network.
Well, I mean, technically, so it's 2 more weeks on the network.
I don't know.
Well, it's the second hour thing.
Yeah, I know, but that's...
It's their last night where it's only a 1 hour show, I guess.
Yeah, Nick, I'm not breaking it. I'm just saying their last fucking show that they posted on their goddamn network post.
Yeah, I guess. But still, NXT. He's probably going to go back. Like that, I'm actually really looking forward to that. I would love to see him just call out they would have anybody throughout that show.
A group of guys, it seems.
I hope Cesaro goes back. Kevin Owens is a great fit.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. You get these guys, and then we have Survivor Series coming. I get word they're going to do something with the NXT on our WWE show.
Mm-hmm.
Hope not. Like we were just talking about it, keep it every 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
April. First week of April.
Yep.
Or March, whatever it is, however the
wherever it
calendar
falls
works.
with WrestleMania.
Then hit me Memorial Day, summertime.
Yep, right around SummerSlam weekend.
Hit me SummerSlam on August, which is the 3rd. And then hit me on the 4th on Christmas, New Year's.
Yeah.
That's 4 a year.
Yeah, and
but they're on TV
maybe
and they're
do
greedy.
5 because I think they've done 5 once. But
they're going to go and get it. If they can get away with this every month, 2 hours.
do it every other week.
And they can give you an hour show. And it'll still be good production-wise. But, like, say if you get Kevin Owens, Cesaro, give me 3 other people. Viking Raiders and someone else. Not Tyler Breeze.
Nikki Cross? The female?
No, a guy.
Okay, a guy. Tyler Breeze already back down there.
No,
Let's
none
go
of those.
Shinsuke.
Yeah, and give me
Or
Shinsuke. Sammy. But so then they have like 5 versus, or you know what I mean? They line up versus
like
undisputed. Yeah, they
Invaders raiding NXT pretty much.
Well, yeah, but not invade. You know, because they were there. You'd get the old and the new.
Oh,
You would
okay.
get old NXT, or NXT Arrival, and then NXT Revival. You know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, because I guess that kind of makes sense because technically, like all those guys that we just mentioned, besides I think the Raiders, they were all there for the NXT Arrival show.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of makes sense, like old guard versus new guard type thing.
Yes.
Almost like Nexus versus all the old school WWE guys.
I feel like we could see it.
Mm-hmm.
It would
Something
make
that
sense
could
if
happen. And it would be
I
cool.
just thought about it. They already thought about it. So.
Yeah. And Vince probably already shot it down. But
Or he doesn't know yet.
or he doesn't know
All
yet.
right, your writer who's holding on to that. You suck, writers. Just kidding. You guys got it together.
Yeah, recently. And the writing team's all
Recently.
switched out.
Yeah, because they all got the boot.
And Ryan Ward's
New
on
boss in town. New boss in town.
Mm-hmm. The head
Nice.
writer of Raw
Bischoff.
went to SmackDown. The head writer of 205 Live is now the head writer of Raw.
Yeah.
So, hey, Raw's been good. I think he's been doing it like the last month or so.
Mm-hmm.
Raw's been good the last month. So, that head writer of 205 Live seems pretty solid. Absolute unknown, but Paul Heyman likes him. So, hey, shout out to that dude. Don't know your name because you were the head writer of 205 Live, which is now canceled. But, shout out to you, random guy. But, so overall, how'd you feel about SmackDown?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't the best show, wasn't the worst show.
Whatever.
Like, it was...
I watched it.
Mm-hmm. Kind of felt like it was
I did
almost-
watch the end, and I did like Chad Gable winning. I you know what I mean? I stuck around for that.
Yep.
I think, it's, growing up, Taker was one of my favorite wrestlers, so when you see him there now, you know what I mean? I feel like it's just to appease, like,
Yeah. He was my first action figure.
moderns. Like, it's not serious to me.
Yeah, I hear
It's
that,
not
I guess.
serious, bro. Undertaker left his shit in the ring. That meant he was done.
What was that, 32 or 33? 33.
You know what I mean? It's not when Lesnar beat him, but when Lesnar beat him, you're like, oh.
That's it.
But when he left his shit in the ring,
Yeah,
I don't know, that when a fighter, I don't know, I take that as he's done.
He-
So when I
leave
see
gloves
him
in the
now,
ring.
I just think, like, you know what I mean? They offered him a bag,
Mhm.
and they made him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him for
Lifetime
it, but
contract, apparently.
he's not doing nothing for me there. He's fucking, it's like, I still like I like when I see Ric Flair. But I
Yeah.
don't want to see Ric Flair wrestle, bro.
Yeah, and you don't want to think that he might wrestle. Like, he's just there to cut a promo, put someone over.
Him and Taker, they're closer in age.
Than you and Taker.
You know what I mean?
So,
Just leave these old people alone, man.
let the young
You
guys
got
take
all
over.
this talent. Let's use it. But no, it's a good pop. But
But you got both stars.
I like that Rowan. Can be something here.
Yep.
I like thinking that at least. And I'm excited for our next show. Really reviewing Clash of Champions more. You know what I mean? I'm excited for our go home show. All right, SmackDown, Raw.
Yeah.
It wasn't go home enough for me, so I'm hoping tomorrow we can really send this home, get these people ready for
Clash
Sunday.
Champions.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
really the thing. Did you see today? I don't even know. Shout out this person. Hopefully, if they're like, maybe they already said. Did you see? They replied back. They were like, "Oh, hey, collab," because they collabed with these other wrestling podcasters, and I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a good idea. Maybe maybe they know how to set it up so we chat with these.
Yeah, I hear that.
I wonder.
Should work.
Something.
Yeah.
But so that's something to look forward to, guys. So Clash of Champions, hit the link, like, subscribe. See you later. I'm out.
Yeah.
Go home.
Peace, guys.
Log
One
out.
love. Mwah. I don't know. Bye.
Holla at your moms.
Holla at your koala. Thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below to us here on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Wrestlers Pit. One love. See you guys.